Now, Europe's largest economy could be heading for recession. Growth in Germany went into reverse over the last 3 months. The economy will officially be in recession if there's another contraction this quarter. A slump in exports and falling car sales are taking their toll. So is the prospect of a no-deal Brexit, as well trade wars such as between China and the US. Let's speak now to Claus Vistesen, who's Chief Eurozone Economist at Pantheon Macroeconomics, and he's joining us live from Newcastle in the north of England. What's behind this contraction in growth, then, for the Germans, which are widely seen as the engine of Europe?
Well, I mean, as you mentioned, it's definitely external demand, which has slowed a lot. Construction investment also fell in the second quarter, and I think that consumer spending slowed as well. We don't really know. We don't have the full picture yet, but I think that in general Germany is a very open and export-oriented economy. So when you have a trade dispute, such as the one that's going on between China and the US at the moment, Germany really takes it on the chin, and that's what's happened in the last 6 months.
Claus,
6 to 12 months, actually.
Explain for us then how Germany suffers when there is a trade dispute between the United States and China.
Well, because there's two main linkages. There's a link that through what we can say export growth has slowed. If you look at global data for export, that has slowed, and the trade war and the uncertainty has exacerbated that. Another link is via confidence. You have this huge degree of uncertainty which has been weighing on the global economy for such a long time, and that is starting to feed through to production cuts and slowing investment, and that's really what we've seen in the German economy, I'd say, since the beginning of the year, and that's come on top of a slowdown in car sales, as you mentioned, because of some new emissions rules in the EU and some change in regulations there. So there's a lot of things that's not working out very well for the German economy at the moment.
Right, and the rest of Europe is not looking too great either, is it? Posting either very little growth or none at all. I mean, is this a consequence of the slowdown in Germany, which, as I said, is the biggest, strongest economy in the Eurozone? And what about the impact of Brexit?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think the fact that the Eurozone's biggest economy is now slowing obviously affects the Eurozone as a whole. We can kind of split it up. Italy and Germany are doing very poorly, and that's to some extent linked to domestic factors, but also external factors. Spain and France are holding their own better, so there's a little split between them. But the Eurozone as a whole has definitely slowed down. Brexit at the moment is a non-event in the sense that it's not really impacting growth because we don't know what happens, but it certainly impacts confidence, and a hard Brexit. Well, let me put it, a no-deal Brexit would certainly add further weakness to the Eurozone economy via the export channel.
Right, Claus Vistesen talking to us live from Newcastle in the United Kingdom. Thank you very much.